You women out there, y'all petty, man. Hey, LeBron, you 100% right on these girls hating on Caitlin Clark. Y'all petty, girls.
I grew up with all brothers. All we did is fight and argue. I love the hate more than the love. What don't y'all understand? I'd rather you hate me than love me, and I mean that on my dead aunt. Those were the words of Caitlin Clark after the notorious WNBA clash between the Chicago Sky and Indiana Fever. In the heat of competition, Clark got into a kerfuffle with Sky guard Chennedy Carter. As the third quarter wound down, Clark appeared to elbow Carter while both were scrambling for a loose ball. Tensions escalated when Clark seemed to say something to Carter as they headed down the court. Carter retaliated by body-checking Clark after making a shot, leading to the foul being upgraded to a flagrant one. This is but just one event which highlights the bad blood which Clark has been facing. Luckily for her, several celebrities have given the rising star their support. LeBron James. LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the greatest basketball players of all time, and for good reason. Over his 2-decade career, James has consistently redefined what it means to be an elite athlete. His versatility on the court is unparalleled. He can dominate as a scorer, facilitate as a playmaker, and defend multiple positions with ease. With over 38,000 career points and counting, LeBron is on the verge of becoming the NBA's all-time leading scorer. So when LeBron talks, people listen. LeBron James came to Caitlin Clark's defense on April 7, 2024, just before her Iowa team faced South Carolina in the NCAA championship game. "If you don't rock with Caitlin Clark's game, you're just a flat-out hater. Stay far away from them people, please," James posted on X as the game began. James's comment seemed aimed at those questioning Clark's legacy. Despite breaking records and earning praise, some former players had doubts. However, Clark's impact on the sport was undeniable, with many, including James, recognizing her as one of the game's greats. Shannon Sharpe and Stephen Smith. Shannon Sharpe has built a reputation as one of sports media's most outspoken and unfiltered voices. Whether on his show Undisputed or through his social media presence, Sharpe isn't afraid to speak his mind. His ability to address controversial topics head-on, without sugarcoating or holding back, has made him a standout figure in sports commentary. One of the most notable examples of Sharpe's fearless approach was when he invited the notoriously candid comedian Cat Williams onto his podcast, Club Shay Shay.
Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Kid, I need to know. You here, get your number.
Thank you, sir.
So when asked about his opinion on Caitlin, we all could expect a transparent answer. Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe didn't hold back when they addressed Caitlin Clark's Olympic snub, calling out Team USA's decision as a major blunder. Both analysts were stunned that Clark, who has brought unprecedented attention to women's basketball, was left off the roster for the 2024 Paris Games. On ESPN's First Take, Smith labeled the decision as idiocy and emphasized that the debate wasn't about whether Team USA could win gold without her. "This girl is box office," Smith argued, pointing out that Clark's inclusion could have globalized the WNBA brand and helped elevate the sport's popularity, which in turn could benefit all players, including those like Brittany Griner who have had to seek opportunities abroad.
That when you look at Team USA women's basketball, just to reiterate what I said, I still think Caitlin Clark should have been on the team. And to a lesser degree, Angel Reese. I think she should have been on the team too, but definitely Caitlin Clark. Now, I didn't quite understand how you benched Diana Taurasi. It needed to be, no doubt about that, but still they got it done. I was just of the mindset that Caitlin Clark needed to be on this team. And I'm not running from it. I know I've been on vacation, so I'm going to reiterate what my position was before we went on vacation. When I made news because people were getting on me in social media and on national television because I was talking about the importance of marketing. As I reminded y'all over a week ago.
Sharpe echoed Smith's sentiments, questioning whether Team USA was genuinely interested in growing the game. He highlighted the fact that Clark's popularity has led to WNBA games being moved to larger NBA arenas due to the overwhelming demand to see her play. "Are we really trying to grow the game?" Sharpe asked, Or is Team USA just bull-jiving? Both Smith and Sharp believe that by not taking Clark to the Olympics, Team USA missed a golden opportunity to boost women's basketball on a global stage. Bill Maher. Bill Maher didn't hold back when discussing the incident between Caitlin Clark and Chennedy Carter, criticizing Clark's Indiana Fever teammates for failing to defend her. The June 1st incident, where Carter delivered a shoulder shot that knocked Clark to the ground, resulted in a flagrant 1 foul. However, what seemed to bother Maher more was the lack of support Clark received from her own team. On his show Real Time, Maher played the viral clip of the foul before expressing his disappointment in the Fever's reaction, or lack thereof. He pointed out that, in men's sports, teammates typically rally to defend each other, suggesting that this lack of solidarity among the Fever players highlighted a broader issue. "Women are catty, even the ones on your own team," Maher remarked, emphasizing that this behavior was something he found uniquely disappointing in women's sports.
Show the tape if we're getting body checked. This is a game the other day, and that was pretty deliberate. And look at the other girl on her team coming over. See, if this was men, they defend each other on their same team. Men will fight from 2 teams, but when somebody checks you on who's on your team, you defend that guy. Now, there's also a racial element to this. We can't deny that. And I have Charlemagne on next week. I'm going to talk about it with him, so I'll get you off the hook.
Maher wasn't alone in his criticism. He quoted former NBA player Matt Barnes, who similarly questioned the absence of support for Clark, noting that teammates appeared indifferent when Clark was knocked down. The expectation, Barnes argued, was that teammates should have each other's backs, especially when one of them is targeted. Maher also touched on the potential racial dynamics at play, suggesting that Clark's treatment might be influenced by factors beyond just on-court rivalries. He pointed out the complexity of the situation, noting that race, gender, and even Clark's popularity could all be contributing factors. Charles Barkley, known as Sir Charles and the Round Mound of Rebound, is a basketball icon whose legacy extends far beyond the court. As one of the most dominant power forwards in NBA history, Barkley was renowned for his extraordinary ability to score, rebound, and play with an intensity that few could match. Standing at 6'6", Barkley defied conventional wisdom about what a power forward should be, consistently out-muscling taller opponents and becoming one of the league's most formidable forces during his 16-year career. Barkley's accolades include being an 11-time NBA All-Star, the 1993 NBA MVP, and a member of the NBA's 50th and 75th anniversary teams. He also played a pivotal role on the 1992 Dream Team, widely regarded as the greatest basketball team ever assembled, which won the gold medal at the Barcelona Olympics. Charles Barkley didn't mince words when it came to defending Caitlin Clark's rise to stardom in the WNBA. On a recent episode of Inside the NBA, Barkley took a strong stance against those criticizing the Indiana Fever rookie, who entered the league as the NCAA's all-time leading scorer. When Charles speaks, people listen. "You women out there, y'all petty, man," Barkley stated, addressing Clark's critics directly.
In the world, y'all should be thanking that girl for getting y'all ass private charters, all the money and visibility she bringing to the WNBA. Don't be petty like dudes. Listen.
His comments highlighted the significant impact Clark has already had on the league, from boosting its popularity to prompting logistical changes like the use of private charters for player travel. Barkley also echoed sentiments shared by LeBron James, who praised Clark for being a driving force behind the WNBA's recent growth. Barkley agreed wholeheartedly, saying, "James is 100% right on these girls hating on Caitlin Clark. What she's accomplished, give her flowers. Caitlin Clark, thank you for bringing all that money and shine to the WNBA." Clark's impressive stats in her first month as a professional, averaging 17.8 points, 5.8 assists, and 4.6 rebounds per game, further underscore why Barkley believes she deserves recognition and respect for her contributions to the league. Serena Williams. Serena Williams recently offered words of encouragement to WNBA rookie Caitlin Clark, advising her to stay focused and ignore the critics. During a red carpet event for her ESPN Plus docuseries In the Arena, Serena Williams, the 23-time Grand Slam champion, reflected on her own experiences with criticism and how she navigated the pressures that came with her success. Williams, who faced intense scrutiny and even bullying early in her career, empathized with Clark, noting the challenges of being in the spotlight at such a young age. "I was bullied," Williams shared, recalling the relentless press attention and the mental toll it took. She praised Clark for staying grounded and avoiding social media, which Williams believes is crucial in maintaining focus and sanity.
Oh, I was bullied, but that's in the book. That's not, we go into that a little bit in the arena, but yeah, I was, and things that I had to go through now, people will be canceled for saying back then.
So when you see like a Caitlin Clark, what advice would you have maybe for her?
I just love that she tries to stay grounded, and she says she doesn't. What did she say? She doesn't have a social. She doesn't look at her social, and I get it. I don't either.
Adding that Clark's decision to stay off social media is wise. It's so important to just continue to do what she's doing, no matter what other people do. If people are negative, it's because they can't do what you do. Williams, who has battled racism and sexism throughout her illustrious career, encouraged Clark to push through the negativity and continue making her mark on the sport, just as she has done. Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic didn't hold back in his admiration for Caitlin Clark after her standout performance in Iowa's victory over LSU in the 2024 Elite Eight showdown. The Dallas Mavericks superstar, who watched the first half of the thrilling game, was quick to draw comparisons between Clark and one of the NBA's greatest shooters.
It's a woman, Steph Curry. She can shoot it better than me.
This high praise from Doncic, a 5-time NBA All-Star known for his own shooting prowess, underscored just how exceptional Clark's skills are. He even went a step further, jokingly adding, "She can shoot it better than me." The comparison to Steph Curry is no small compliment. Both Clark and Curry are known for their incredible shooting range and ability to knock down long-range shots. While Curry holds the record for the most three-pointers in NBA history, Clark had just become the all-time leader in made triples in Division I women's basketball. Doncic's comments highlight the impact Clark is having on the sport, drawing parallels to one of the NBA's most iconic players and suggesting that her influence could extend far beyond college basketball. Geno Stone. Geno Stone is an NFL safety known for his tenacity and playmaking ability on the field. Drafted by the Baltimore Ravens in the 7th round of the 2020 NFL Draft, Stone quickly earned a reputation as a versatile and hard-hitting defender. Despite being an under-the-radar pick, he has made significant contributions to the Ravens' defense with his instincts and ability to read the game. Stone's journey from the University of Iowa to the NFL showcases his determination and work ethic, making him a valuable asset to Baltimore's secondary and a rising star in the league. While stepping off a jet, he was seen repping a Caitlin Clark shirt, a clear show of support to the paparazzi during her time of chaos. Now let's take a look at the real Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is more than just a basketball prodigy. She's a transformative figure in women's sports, whose influence extends far beyond the court. Born on January 22, 2002 in Des Moines, Iowa, Clark's journey from a spirited young athlete in West Des Moines to a trailblazing star in the WNBA is a story of passion, perseverance, and an unyielding love for the game. Early life and athletic beginnings. Clark grew up in a sports-oriented household where competition was a way of life. Her father, Brent Clark, was a vice president at a product company, but his true passion lay in sports. Caitlin's mother, Ann Nizzi, came from a family with a deep connection to athletics. Her father was a football coach and a school administrator at Dowling Catholic High School in West Des Moines, the same school Caitlin would later attend. This familial environment nurtured Caitlin's early love for sports. From a young age, Caitlin showed an intense interest in basketball. Starting at just 5 years old, she began playing the sport, often competing in boys' recreational leagues because her father couldn't find a suitable girls' league for her age group. This early exposure to playing against boys not only honed her skills, but also instilled in her a competitive edge that would define her later career. She states that He Brothers has a big impact on her.
Yeah, Yeah, I think my brothers honestly still impacted a lot. They're two of my biggest supporters and probably two of my biggest haters too. They humble me all the time, and when I have a game there I maybe don't shoot as good or play as good, like they're the first to text me to say something funny, but I think it just puts everything into perspective, and that's kind of been my whole take on my whole career is like, you know, you win some, you lose some.
But basketball wasn't Caitlin's only passion. As a child, she also played softball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, and golf. Her athletic versatility was evident, but it was basketball that truly captured her heart. By the age of 13, Caitlin was already playing several years ahead of her age group in girls' leagues, signaling the beginning of a remarkable journey. High school stardom at Dowling Catholic. Caitlin Clark's high school career at Dowling Catholic High School in West Des Moines was nothing short of extraordinary. Under the guidance of head coach Kristen Meyer, Clark quickly established herself as a force to be reckoned with on the court. As a freshman, she averaged 15.3 points per game, earning her a spot on the Class 5A All-State Third Team and All-Iowa Honorable Mention lists. Her sophomore year saw her scoring average skyrocket to 27.1 points per game, ranking her second in the state. By her junior year, Caitlin was leading the state in scoring, averaging 32.6 points per game. Her incredible performances included a 60-point game, the second highest single-game point total in Iowa girls basketball history, and setting a state record with 13 three-pointers in a single game. These feats earned her the title of Iowa Gatorade Player of the Year. Off the court, Caitlin was just as remarkable. She was known for her humility, hard work, and dedication to her teammates. Despite her burgeoning fame, she remained grounded, often crediting her success to the support of her family and coaches. The college years, becoming a national sensation. When Caitlin Clark chose to play college basketball for the Iowa Hawkeyes, she quickly became a household name. Her impact was immediate, leading the NCAA Division I in scoring as a freshman and earning All-American honors. But her sophomore and junior years were where she truly left her mark, becoming the first women's player to lead Division I in both points and assists in a single season, and leading Iowa to its first national championship game.
Okay, where is it? Where is it? Where's on the court?
All the way over here.
That?
Right over here, yeah, that's the spot.
That's where you shot from there?
Yeah.
I want to show folks, okay. This is the three-point line. This is where she shot it from. You see that? You see the difference?
And that's half court.
Clark's college career wasn't just about breaking records. It was about inspiring a new generation of athletes. Her style of play, often compared to NBA superstar Stephen Curry, captivated fans and drew unprecedented attention to women's basketball. The Caitlin Clark effect was real. Attendance at women's basketball games soared, merchandise sales skyrocketed, and Clark became a media darling, with appearances on major platforms like Saturday Night Live. Beyond the court, cultural impact and endorsements. Caitlin Clark's influence isn't confined to the basketball court. Her cultural impact is vast, with endorsements from major brands like Nike, Gatorade, and State Farm. Remarkably, she secured these deals even before turning professional, thanks to the NCAA's 2021 changes to its name, image, and likeness regulations. By the time she was drafted number 1 overall by the Indiana Fever in the WNBA, she had already become a millionaire, earning $3.1 million from sponsorships during her college career. Clark's endorsement deals go beyond just financial gain. They signify her status as a role model and icon for young athletes everywhere. Her deal with Nike, which includes her own signature shoe, underscores her influence in the sports world. Moreover, her choice to be dressed by Prada at the WNBA draft highlighted her crossover appeal into fashion and popular culture. Looking ahead, a legacy in the making. Caitlin Clark's story is still being written, but her legacy is already taking shape. As she embarks on her professional career with the Indiana Fever, there's no doubt that she will continue to break barriers and set new standards in women's basketball. Her influence on the game is undeniable, and she has already inspired countless young athletes to pursue their dreams with the same passion and determination that she has shown. Beyond her contributions to basketball, Caitlin Clark's story is one of resilience, humility, and the power of staying true to oneself. Whether she's on the court making history or off the court setting trends, Clark is a force to be reckoned with, a true icon in the making.